Hi there. Welcome again to John Thoumire Garden Design. And this is this week's live stream from an Edinburgh-based garden. I'm hoping that there'll be further gardens from further afield, but we're just sticking to closer to home at the moment. So today we're in New Hopetoun Gardens. Actually, what it is a garden centre, but it's a lovely place, and you'll see shortly how many just how the plants are situated. Honestly, it's one of the nicest garden centres I've ever been to. But what makes I find in it, what I find this place unique, is around the peripheral area of the actual garden centre are miniature gardens suited to Scotland, and they've been designed and developed to help people see what plants actually look like in a natural habitat as they grow older. And these are things that if you go to some of the other ones, the big stores, you just won't see. You'll see them in the small pots. They've also been, as I say, designed, and every garden is like a small discovery, and it's great to walk around. So we'll do that in a second. Just first, a little bit of history. So the garden itself was opened in 1978 by Dougal Phillip and his wife, Leslie Watson. Originally, from what I understand, it was actually in the walled garden of Hopetoun House, which is about 2 miles from here. And after things started to get more successful, they decided to take on this space. I'm not totally sure the acreage, apologies for that. But what they've done with it is something else. They only sell plants here that they have trialled in this garden and they know will actually grow in a Scottish environment. They have quite a large staff, and you'll see why in a second. Just the maintenance of this peripheral section alone, I imagine, is quite a lot of work. But I should say as well, the weather is atrocious today. And so this is actually going to be quite a short live stream. Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks for joining. Again, apologies for the short notice on this one as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pan around. This is one of the small sections, and they're all labelled, and they all have specialist plant guides as well. So you can actually go to a store and you can get this list of plants for this particular part of your garden that you might fancy. So right now, hope nobody gets travel sick here. So we've got a nice little willow arch coming in here. You would see these quite a lot. So we're going through here, and this leads up to the entrance of the actual garden centre. And you go down, there's statuary, all sorts of things. Beautiful planting. The couple originally were landscape designers, but now I believe the owner can be found actually on the Beechgrove Garden frequently for his expertise. So this is one pathway. What I'm going to do is, I found this little bit a little while ago, and I really love it. Here's another section. So I don't know how long this will have taken, this weaving of the shrubs in between each other. And there's a lot of little notes for children about animal and wildlife. So you can see here, and you can see the garden centre itself in the back. And here is another one. They're almost, if anybody has been to Chelsea or Gardening Scotland even, sadly no more, they're almost like show gardens, very specific show gardens. This, I think, is a really good example of it. Look at this mixture here, isn't that beautiful? So we're going to move on to this section. Right here. Look, we've got lilies, lovely statue of a horse made out of wood. And all of this is beautifully designed. Again, we're having to do this usual thing of, if I say the word beautiful too much, someone call me out, okay? So here's another one. Look at this. So this is a beautiful mixture of lithium and crocosmia. We've got what looks like Stipa gigantea. And just some other things. I'm sorry if I'm not giving too much detail. I've got water dripping into my ear. So, again, another good shot of the center. I'm not trying to advertise the center. I do think it's a lovely place. I'm here for the gardens. I've been reading about these gardens for a long time, and I've just always wanted to come and see them. So, hence the live stream. This is almost, well, you can actually see this is a great example of how they do it. So, I think it's actually reversed. I'm going to read it to you. Or maybe I can turn the camera around. There you go. So this garden is planted up particularly so that you can see what you can grow in a brightly shaded area of a garden. Now, I think they've just recently replanted it up, so you're not getting a great example. But look at this, all here. And remember, for Scotland, we're not thinking, it's not like some of the things you see where you're maybe in Kent or somewhere like that, not naming any names. But it's just, that's one of those things. It's really important to know what you're going to be planting in Scotland, because we do actually have quite a different climate here. I mean, East Coast Scotland versus West Coast Scotland is completely different. Dry, humid versus wet and windy. So I also want to take you down what they're calling the woodland walk, but the rain is, as you can possibly see, is getting actually worse. So I'm going to give you one last shot of this very natural looking garden centre, but against the backdrop of this lovely natural designed garden. So, is there anything else to see? There is, but it's all over there. But I have taken lots of pictures and I will be posting them all online. But I would highly recommend you come and see this place, particularly for your own gardens. You'll get some great ideas, and the staff are great actually. I've already spoken with some of them and they know their stuff. But anyway, thanks for joining. And hi, Portable Placemaker. Thanks for joining. I'm sorry, I'm just about to finish up. But next week, we're going to be doing a live stream in Edinburgh St Andrews Square. And that's going to be joined by a good friend of mine in Paris, who is going to take us through an urbanscape in the city centre of Paris. So I think that should be quite interesting to see. But more on that as the week goes on. So thanks so much, and I hope to see you all again.